This is episode 2021 of the Daily Meditation Podcast. I'm Mary Meckley, and I welcome you back to our series this week, which is all about managing negative thoughts. How are you doing? How are you doing with your challenge? If you've been with us since the beginning of this series, you know I issued you a little challenge. If this is your first time listening in, no worries. You can start our series on managing negative thoughts right here and now. The challenge has you chasing down negative thoughts, becoming aware of different negative thoughts you might be running through your mind day in, day out, and then becoming aware of where those thoughts are stemming from, what's triggering them, what is the true root cause of these negative thoughts. You might even keep a journal to record your reflections. This awareness is power. It enables you to notice what triggers difficult negative emotions. And then, as you apply the meditation techniques you discover, a different one in each episode this week, you can begin to calm those negative thoughts. So today, your meditation technique is a breathing technique. This is for a Tuesday's episode as I record this, and every Tuesday I share a breathing technique with you. Remember, you can listen to these meditation techniques at any time in any order. They don't follow any sequence, but they do follow a specific theme. So the theme is woven throughout the entire series in each episode. So your breathing technique for today has you doing something you may not have considered before, and that is to notice how your breath is flowing through each nostril. This is important because your breath is interconnected with your emotional state. So when you become stressed or upset, your breath becomes shallower and you breathe higher up in your lungs. When you begin to calm your thoughts and your emotions down, you begin to breathe more diaphragmatically, where your chest is still and your abdomen will feel with each inhale as though it is rising gently upward. You can even place your hand on your abdomen and feel yourself. Give yourself a nice deep breath. You could do that right now, placing your hand on your abdomen, taking a nice deep inhale through your nose. Feel your abdomen rise upward, again keeping your chest still. This is a full yogic belly breath, as it's often referred to. Breathing with your diaphragm, fully oxygenating your body. This allows you to tap into the small blood vessels in the lower part of your lungs, which oxygenate your body cells. Now, as you exhale through your nose, you'll notice your abdomen gently sink back downward. So, this is how I encourage you to breathe all the time to help you balance your emotional state. For your breathing technique today, continue to inhale and exhale through your nose with your abdomen rising upward with each inhale and sinking back downward with each exhale with this full diaphragmatic breath, and also notice something else. Notice if you're breathing primarily through your left nostril or your right nostril. Notice which one is dominant. The flow through your two nostrils is rarely equal. And there's a little trick you can do to check to see which of your nostrils is more dominant. You can place a mirror under your nose. And as you breathe, on the exhale, you may notice that there is a larger air pattern after you exhale from one of your nostrils. And this is where you're getting the greater airflow through this more active or dominant nostril. You can also simply place your finger or your hand under your nostril and notice this. You can feel your breath on your hand or finger to see which one is more dominant. You could do that right now. Do you notice which is more dominant? Do you notice your exhale coming out a little more forcefully out of one nostril? You may never have considered this before, as I mentioned. So begin to become aware of this, because this is going to help calm and balance your emotional state when you practice breathing equally out of each nostril. It's interesting to note that it is considered that nostril dominance alternates approximately every 60 minutes. But for many of us, the nostril dominance from one nostril can be active for much longer periods of time. And this creates a type of irregularity that can impact your mood and activity levels. Each nostril, according to yoga and meditation, has a particular quality. When you are more dominant in your left nostril, it may represent that you are more intuitive and nurturing. When you're more dominant in your right nostril, you are considered to be more rational and logical. Like I said, it's kind of like the left brain, right brain dominance, which has been considered to not be so predominant as we once thought. Well, notice which nostril you tend to breathe out of more dominantly, and then try to balance your breath to equalize the same flow out of each nostril. And that is your breathing technique today. Do this especially when you notice negative thoughts. It could be that you're experiencing some friction according to how you're breathing. So when you begin to regulate the flow of air, breathing equally through each nostril, notice if this helps to calm and stabilize your emotional state. Do this throughout the day. Just pause and notice which nostril you are breathing out of more predominantly, and then try to equalize the flow of your breath through each nostril. This is your meditation technique for today. The full guided meditations, as always, for you to go a little more deeply in meditation with 30-minute guided meditations, are on the Sip and Om meditation app. You can try this app for 2 weeks, free access to the full app of over 2,000 guided meditations, including this week's Managing Negative Thoughts journal and guide. As always, you are so worth slowing down for.